Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnabrin Plays Final Fantasy VII, the best game of all time. I'm Carnabrin, and this is Final Fantasy VII, the best game of all time. And in this... that's one hell of an opening. In this episode, we're going to be heading towards Mount Corel. And we're going to be traveling through the mountain and heading to Corel, the town itself. But it's kind of a long walk, and it's kind of uneventful, so I'll be talking about some other... things while I play. Well, for now, let's talk about this enemy. This is another enemy that has kind of an interesting gimmick to it. I forgot what these are called, actually. Let's give it a sense. The Grand Galan. It's really, like, it's not like a particularly dangerous enemy. I just find it fun that it has, like, this interesting gimmick where if you attack it, and you get it to a certain amount of health, it will spawn like a Russian nesting doll, a smaller little version of itself. And then if you attack that and you don't kill that, the little one will also, if I can get it done, I don't want Cloud to attack because I know he'll kill it. We'll spawn 3 little guys, which you then can in turn use Metro Magic on and just simply destroy. It's just like a fun little gimmicky enemy that I just find fun. I wanted to show you guys. And actually, if you get all the little guys to spawn and then win the battle, I should say. You'll actually get more AP at the end of the battle than you would have if you had just defeated the one. Just kind of cute little fun enemy design. Not particularly scary, but interesting nonetheless. And as we're walking here, we see this river, and down in the distance there, in the middle of a desert, is this huge tree-like structure, right? And that's actually Gold Saucer. That's a big amusement park. Like the biggest that's Disney World, basically, of this planet. And as you can see at the bottom of it, which is a little hard to make out because they're just bricky and polygonal, there's some buildings around the bottom that don't kind of fit with the golden theme. We'll find out more about that later. But so now we're going to head up to the mountains. And there's really nothing to talk about here. So I'm going to talk about the experience of like recording this game, because this is my favorite game. And at this point, I think we're like pretty deep into it, right? We're like, I would guess around 20 hours in or something like that. Actually, let's check that out. Because there's a time... Oh my gosh, I gotta change it. So I gave Eris Earth Magic just to kind of change it up, but I forget that there are a lot of enemies that just simply don't take. Oh, you know what? We'll use Summon and take a look at Shiva. So she does her signature Diamond Dust attack. This is a Ray of Light. Shiva comes down, the Goddess of Ice. The design's okay. I mean, it's the best that they could have done, I guess, for this. She was usually just a scantily clad woman. A blue, scantily clad woman who uses a diamond, an ice attack, you know. And that ice attack is usually called Diamond Dust, which is an awesome name for it. I gotta say, I really don't like her design in this game. It's similar to her Final Fantasy VI sprite art, just given life in 3D. My favorite Shiva design is probably Final Fantasy X. I think her coolest design was in Final Fantasy X, and it's been her coolest design since then. For this battle, why don't we summon Ifrit? Take a look at his design. Hellfire, which I think is also his signature move, right? So Ifrit, opposite of Shiva, comes out of the ground, burning, right? He's like this big beastly dude. And he just charges straight through everybody and incinerates it. That's Siegfried. Him too, like his design as well is based off of Final Fantasy VI's art. It just, you know, once again in 3D. I'm not sure what my favorite Ifrit is. Maybe Final Fantasy VIII? I don't know. I'll get back to you guys on that one. But this Final Fantasy VII's Ifrit is definitely not my favorite Ifrit design. So this is the base of the mountain, or base of the path through the mountain, I should say. I can talk to this old guy here, and he gives us a hit. Woo! Hey, you're actually talking to me. What is it? I just passed a guy in a black cloak back there. I just tried to tell him that it's dangerous up ahead, and he ignored me. Sephiroth. Let's hurry on. There was a black cloaked guy here as well. Here too? Damn it! Keep reading things that aren't there. So we head up the mountain. Whoop. So what I was saying is, I checked before, and it's 23 hours I've put into this recording me playing this game. It's been kind of interesting. Of course, I can't talk about it now because here is Corel's Maka reactor. Here is a battle at Corel's Maka reactor. This is actually, I like this this area that you can fight in. As you see in the back, it has kind of like that pit, and it has the train tracks that lead to the reactor itself. Also, I believe you can steal from these enemies. The fact that I failed leads me to believe that you can steal a pretty decent item from these guys, if I remember correctly. I might not, though. Well, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna keep trying until I get the item, and then I'll let you know what it is. So I'll be back as soon as I make some progress. Actually, no, let's talk about what I was gonna talk about before. The experience of like recording this game that I love so much. It's been okay so far. I really wish I had somebody here with me to bounce these thoughts off of. Yeah, I just like no one I know is passionate about this game or lives close by me in order to like, you know, sit here and do this, or like no one has the time. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just saying like, oh, no one wants to. It's you know, a conflict of what time I have and spatial differences. But yeah, having a partner to just bounce things off of would make this way easier. So I do wish I had that. Recording alone for me is always odd. You know, like it always has that odd feeling. I'm sure I've mentioned over and over again during the playthrough. But I really do enjoy this game, and sitting and recording and forcing myself to talk about like every little thing has been a really interesting experience. I'm quite enjoying it. I wish I would have had more time to get better at editing and just doing the recordings themselves, like just more practice before I started. Like I wish I did more things where I could practice like doing voice acting. Like I know it's silly and stupid, but like it would be good if I were good at like doing voice acting, so I could give each character their own voice. I would have loved to have like a girl here to do the girl voices for you, so Tifa and Aeris don't just sound like me talking. I think that would add like a little bit more to the experience, right? Would have made it more fun. What else? I think that's basically it. I think everything else is just like this game in a nutshell. Like I'm getting nervous because we're not even really half of the way through, and the remake is going to drop in about a month from the moment I'm recording this, so that's got me a little nervy. I'm hoping I can finish. I wanted to also go through Dirge of Cerberus and Dirge of Cerberus and what the hell is it called? Crisis Core, which are the follow-ups to this game, or the horrible, horrible train wrecks. Oh, I also wanted to do a review of the movie of Advent Children. Like, I wanted to fit so much stuff in, and really, it's my fault for I took such a big break. Oh, Diamond Pin! They drop a weapon for Red 13. There you go. Now that we have our answer, we can splatter them across the mountainside. Woo! See you guys later. Yeah, so you can steal a diamond pin from those guys, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, so I'm just nervous about finishing it before the remake comes out, so I can then do that. Wanted to talk about like the other stuff that they did and talk about why I'm nervous about the remake, but I don't know. We'll see. So this is Reactor. It looks like 27. It's got a number on it. That's interesting. And this is built in the remains of a coal mine. So Corel was a coal mining town, and then Shinra came and offered them, not really offered them, they said, hey, we'll build a reactor here. It'll power your homes, and it'll also be great. You know, you'll get new jobs and work for Shinra. And I'm stuck on this bit of stairs here. So this train track that we're running on right now is where they used to like load up the trains with coal and ship it out. It's like a remnant of the old mining town, and it's basically not used anymore because the reactor replaced it. Boom! That was a bomb. I'll talk more about them when I run into them again. So we're just following this old train track to the town, and I'm gonna take a brief break right here. Okay, let's continue. So now, as you can see, because this is an old train track that's kind of not really in use anymore, parts of it are broken away, and as you explore, parts of it will give way, and you can hit the circle button and jump, or you can fall, and then you can hold left or right and quickly tap the circle button. And you'll land on a lower part of the track, and you can kind of climb your way up, and if you hold left or right, you can adjust where you fall and get these items, like the wizard staff, which is a weapon for Eris, I imagine. Right? If I'm remembering correctly, yep, this is her double experience weapon. Alright, so let's take a minute, just sit right there, and I'm going to equip her staff with Materiere. Okay, we're back. W machine gun, I believe that is Barrett's double growth weapon. Accidentally jumped there. Okay, let's run down here. So now I'm going to hold to the right, mash this button. Oh, this little minigame reminds me also. The minigame where I won the Force Stealer at the Junon, where I was trying to do the military send-off for the president. The reason that was going so fast is my field messages are set to go a little faster. If I go to configuration, yeah, my field message is a little fast. Just put that there where it's supposed to be. That's why I was having such like a hard time, and that's why I was, even though I succeeded, I got the Force Stealer. That's why I wasn't in sync with the other Shinra troops. I realized that afterwards. This is another battle scene, and these birds, this big bird here, the cockatrice, I think it's called, or cockaspaniel, whatever the hell. I can't get to it because these little birds are in the way. Not the needle kisses. There you go, this guy. Cockatolus. The Cockatolus is why the people at Corel told you to bring Soft to the mountain, because it will... It has an ability, I'm not sure what it is, that will put the status effect of stone on your characters, which turns your characters to stone. I don't know. I don't think it does it right away. I think it's like a countdown. And if your character gets stoned, it's basically your character's dead unless you use a soft on them. So that's why everybody was warning you. I'll take this turbo ether. Here I can jump because I got the 2 items. This is a transform materia, so this materia lets you cast the spells Mini and Frog. I'm not sure which one it comes equipped with. Let's take a look. Yeah, it comes with Mini first and then Toad. So Mini makes you smaller and makes it possible for you to only do 1 damage to enemies. And then Toad makes it so you can do only attacks. You can't use any magic or skills. So that's what those 2 abilities do. And here we run into the party, waiting at a drawbridge. What? Oh, it's you. There seems to be an instrument in that hut that manipulates this bridge. Perhaps it's best if we rest a moment. So we gotta get to the shack. The shack is here, and it has like a happy face with like a thumbs up, it's supposed to be. That's fucking hilarious. I don't normally come here because I know where I have to go, and then they give you a chance to change your party if you want to. So that's interesting. Just as a side note, these mushroom fights with the here it's with 5 enemies. I think regularly it's like 4 or so enemies. These are great for getting your next level limit breaks, because you have to defeat groups of enemies. So these are great for that. I don't think, do they? I'm not sure if they give you any good drops or have anything to steal. Tifa would have softened them up with that fire, so I could probably just clonk them all. Yeah, and they'll just die. So these are not as good for the damage limit breaks, the ones where you have to use your limit over and over again, because they do not so great damage. Woohoo! I love the victory fanfare. It better be in the remake. It better be. Final Fantasy 15, it's the kid hums it. Whatever the hell his name is. Backstreet Boy number 2, whatever the fuck. Yuffie is pooped. Woo! Barret is also pooped. What about Red 13? I can't talk to him? You guys are blocking my way? I want to talk to my most important party member. Okay. I wonder if I could go back there, if I could change. No. And I got into a fight. Foolish of me. I was wondering if I could switch Tifa and Eris out, just to hear what they think about, you know, what's going on. But they probably would just say that they're tired too. So maybe it's not really big deal, you know. So you'll notice my lack of magic that hits everything. I think Tifa's the only one who has it. And that is because I am equipping all those double slotted things, or double growth slotted things, to try to get my materia to be a little bit more powerful. So that all those things don't have the conjoined slots. So even though I still have the alls to level them up for the money, I don't have the ability to use the all materia with the materia that they would be supporting. So that's only going to be for a little while. I'm just trying to get everything a little bit of a boost, just so I can show you that it's possible. So if you run up here without seeing your party down below, they'll wave to you there. and call your name or whatever. Sorry, I love it. It's been a while since I got to really like play this game, so hearing the music again is pretty cool. Gotta say, notice that Matcha Magic comes in handy for these fights. Enemy skills are good, man. Notice that Ares' physical attacks much less handy. Let's try setting this guy on fire. See how this does instead. Woo! Oh, 0! He's immune! Of course he is. Well, if he's immune to fire, then he definitely doesn't like sword to the face. Which is what he got before Tifa could use ice on him. Alright. So we'll run over this way. And we'll... Oh, sure is tight in here. Come on, Cloud, don't let it get to you. Let's see, this is it. Maybe if I turn this, something should happen. And then the camera pans away from the bridge, so we don't have to animate it, and then the bridge is like magically down. Now, if you walk along here, you get to this point and you'll hear some birds chirping. So you can climb up a secret path. And you get to this little scene. How cute! Yes, how cute! What should we do? So you can't, it's hard to see, but there's a bird nest on top of these little treasure chests. Treasure chests is what I was gonna say. So you have the choice to take the damn treasure or leave it where it is. So if you take it, you'll get, I think it's 10 Phoenix Downs? Or 5 Phoenix Downs, something like that. You get some Phoenix Downs. And you have to fight the parent birds. Or you could leave it where it is. It's got nothing to do with us. Just forget about it. Right! That was admirable of you. Cloud. If you don't take it, you get the respect of your party. And you almost fall to your death. So we gotta go back the other way to get to where the party was and then cross over. Running out of things to say, cause this area is not so interesting. Hello, mushrooms. Yeah, so I actually decided to level up the characters a little bit, just because, although I love the fighting system in this game, the battle system, maybe watching it is not exactly so fun after the 40,000th battle. So I thought just to make the fights a little faster, I would keep my characters relatively powerful. I might do another run maybe one day where I purposely keep them weak and try to struggle my way through the game to see if it's for some reason the audio just went to crap on my video that I recorded for this part of the game, so I have to re-record it now from the future. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. One thing about recording these videos is like I never realized how much trouble goes into like doing these YouTube videos. There are so many things that can go wrong. There's like you know, like audio issues, video issues, things didn't turn out right, things didn't sync up right, things didn't like anything could just go wrong at any moment, and it's a little frustrating, actually. So here I am again, And I'm a little upset because I don't know like what I was talking about in the original video. You know, like, so the OCD in me is like, oh, I have to re-say those things, but I just you know, can't. All right, so here's a little cave under the coal tracks, or the coal train tracks, I should say. Power source and mine source. These, you got to remember to use them on your party members, or else they don't do anything. So let's do that now. Let's beef up Tifa's strength, beef up Cloud's defense, and beef up Tifa's magic power. And let's do Cloud's speed and Cloud's chance to critical hit. I believe that will be the best allocation of those, right? And then because this is me going back, I can use a Mega Elixir on the party and not give a crap, because I'm actually way ahead at this point now in my actual recording. But you guys might want to hold the Mega Elixir for some more dangerous boss battles or something like that. So apparently this is a coal miner who like doesn't have a job, so he just stays here with his bulldozer. Hey, how'd you ever wind up around here? Look, I'm sorry, but I can't do a thing for you. Oh boy, Corel sure has gone to pot. It used to be a famous coal mining town. They say there are more jobs than you could shake a... Well, you get the picture. Now it's nothing but a miserable pit. Me, my bulldozer, everything's got out of work. I am gonna burp so hard. Apparently this game gives me gas. I think I burp more during these recording sessions than I have in the past 12 years of my life. Alright, let's blade beam these guys. Shall we? There we go. Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Bye. So at this point where I'm recording this is actually post Final Fantasy VII remake demo. You know, I played that a few times and put up a video on it. So at first I was a little like hesitant, like there were things I was enjoying, but there were some things I was like kind of skeptical. But after like replaying it a bit more and like sort of calming myself down, I think there's things to look forward to. Like I think it's looking good. Like right? Like I'm not quivering with excitement, but it doesn't seem bad. You know, it seems like it's gonna be at least good, which is good. You know, it could potentially be fantastic. You know, I might have to switch my favorite game from this one to the remake of this one. But we'll see. You know, I'm more optimistically like waiting for the game than pessimistically. There's like, yeah, some things are bothering me, but other things are alright. So I guess we'll see. Like I'm not the kind of person who like if somebody criticizes something, like I don't like jump on them and be like, no, it's perfect, like, or the opposite. Like if I criticize something, like I don't immediately think it's like bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't think like, oh, this has some issues, it's the worst thing ever. But it's just because it has the name Final Fantasy on it, you know, Final Fantasy VII specifically, that I have high expectations, or high hopes, I should say. So if they're not met, I might be a little disappointed. So anyway, let's stop talking about that and start talking about this game. So we arrive in North Corel, and we see this guy punch Barret. What the hell? Well, looky here. Never thought I'd ever see your face again. They kick you out of another town or something? You destroy everything you touch. You got a lot of balls coming back here. Look at this place. It's all your fault North Corel turned into a garbage heap. Why don't you say something? Or did you forget what you done here already? I'm sorry. Fuck, you ain't even worth the effort. Don't waste your time talking to that techno freak. So Barret's got some history here, huh? What's up, Barret? How's it going, big guy? You heard him. It's my fault this town was destroyed. Okay. You know who's responsible for North Corel winding up like this? Okay. So Barret's responsible for this, is he? The next train's coming in soon. Next train's coming in soon. Okay, old man. Grandpa used to be a coal train engineer. He still can't kick his old habits from then. Anyways, there is no next train coming in soon. Grandpa's just whacked. Poor Grandpa. Get out of the way. The only way we can make ends meet around here now is collect. I can't read. The only way they can make ends meet is by collecting junk and selling it at those little shops there. I want to leave this garbage dump of a town behind me and start a new life. If I had a buggy, I'd cross the southern desert and go to that town across the river. If the town he's talking about is Gongaga, that's not much better than here. There was something glowing in that well over there. If I can get my hands on it, I'm going to sell it and go to the gold saucer. Everyone knows that accident couldn't have been avoided, but no one will be satisfied until someone takes the blame. The wise wife quietly just keeping her wisdom to herself and a random stranger that walks into her tent. So she thinks that people are just blaming Barret because they just want somebody to blame. So this is a normal item shop here, but this weapon shop, if you guys... Oh, excuse me. This weapon shop, if you guys didn't get the Force Stealer from the little minigame with the President and the Army send-off, you can come here and you can buy your own Force Stealer for Cloud, which is a great buy because you get the double materia growth. Let's see what's here at the materia shop. Transform materia. We would have picked up one on the cart, or on the train tracks that we just crossed. I didn't because this is me re-recording this. Maiden's Kiss and Cornucopias. These are good. You may want to pick up like maybe 5 of each of these things. The rest of the stuff is just par for the course. Let's check out these houses up here. We've got a little family here. Yay! What do you want to play? Because of them, my husband got into that accident. He used to be such a strong man. How am I supposed to continue living in a town that's lost everything? To hell with the Mako reactor. To hell with it. I hear it's a big fad now in the city to get tattoos. Is that right? I wouldn't know. Really? I saw a big one on the arm of a young guy headed towards the ropeway. That black cape he had on was really cool. Ah, so Sephiroth headed towards the ropeway station. Welcome, it's 50 gil a night. Would you like a room? No, thank you. I just blew one of my mega elixirs. Sir, thank you, though. Alright, so this is the well that the kid is talking about. Apparently there's something shiny in it. Let's talk to this person and listen to their story. Take that road to the left Take that road on the left to the ropeway station. The ropeway will take you to Gold Saucer. It don't mean much to us poor folks, though. Yeah, so Gold Saucer is actually supremely expensive, which we'll learn in the next episode. Barret, what happened? Sorry. What happened? My hometown used to be around here. What do you mean, used to? It ain't here no more. Heard it got buried in just 4 years. But how could how could those people say these horrible things? And it's my fault. All my fault. My hometown, Corel's always been a coal mining town. It's so dusty but calm and so poor. A real small town. That's the first time I ever heard the word microreactor mentioned since that time. Village headman. What are we going to do? The only one against this is dying. I am definitely against it, no matter what. There's nothing to talk about if you're thinking of throwing away our coal. Our coal's been protected for generations. Our fathers and theirs before them risked their lives for it. We have no right to throw it all away so easily. But listen, Don, no one uses coal nowadays. It's a sign of the times. Right, everything is Mako now. It'll be alright. Don, Shinra Inc. will guarantee your livelihood once the Mako reactor is completed. Listen, Don, I don't want my wife Myrna to suffer anymore. I know how you feel. I feel the same way too, damn it. But even so, I won't give away our coal mines. Don, you've got to understand. That's how the Corel reactor was built and completed. We all thought it would bring us an easier life. It happened when Don and I were out of town for a few days. Corel was burned down by the Shinra troops. All the townspeople, all my relatives, everyone, everything. Shinra troops? What for? There was an explosion at a reactor. Shinra blamed the accident on the people, said it was done by a rebel faction. That's so terrible. Well, I guess that's true, but more than Shinra, I couldn't forgive myself. Never should have gone along with the building of that reactor. Don't blame yourself. We were all fooled by the promises Shinra made back then. That's why I get so pissed off. Not only did they take advantage of me, but I lost my wife, Myrna, too. Hey everyone, if you want to go to the Gold Saucer, hurry and get on. Next time, everybody, we will ride the ropeway. See you then.